Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday, and that was my song called Running Blind that we opened with tonight. I did update the Patreon page with a post a little bit later than I usually do because things have been a bit hectic, so yeah, thank you guys for requesting that and for giving me a video to play at the beginning of the live stream, but also for requesting the cover videos. Again, got that running probably just as we hit 11 p.m. here in the UK. So let's mention that. You guys can vote for tonight's cover video, which we'll take a look at later on. And it's between Don't Slow Down and Parisian Walkways. So it looks like Don't Slow Down in the lead at the moment. So a little bit of Mr. But hello to everybody in the live chat room. Hello, who have we got in there? We've got Debbie, Billy. Vote has gone. Let me start a little bit further down. Okay, Mark, John, Matrix X, Walter Rowe, Bob's in there, Joy, Laurie, Pamela, Chuck, Debbie, Charlie, Cindy, Rowe, Pamela, Cathonia, Corey, Laura, Alison, Joe Rowe. What's going on with the names tonight? And of course, we know everybody, regular viewers, hence the Joe and the Rowe, but it just seems to be rhyming names in an order that are following each other. So, yeah, great. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight. As I always say, the reason that we can do this in the first place is due to the support of my patrons. So a massive thank you to you guys. At the bottom of the screen, you know who you are, and their names go across the live stream for the entirety, as you guys know. So yeah, big shout out to these people. I always say it's the foundation of everything that I do, and it really is. The live streams, the analysis videos, the cover videos, everything that I've done on the channel. So yeah, huge thanks. And oh, we have to get this on screen because we're aiming for a new record again on a Saturday night, and it is 440. This is the biggest target ever, as has been the case over the last few weeks. So we're looking for every single thumbs up we can get in that live chat room. So as you come through the door, if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be great, and it will get us closer to Phil Jam number. Now, did I change this? No, I didn't. It's number 123. A nice sequence of 1, 2, 3. So that's what we will be having later on if we do hit that target. 440. We'll keep an eye on the likeometer, which I was setting up while that video was playing. And there it is. 214. Good start. 220. Which means we're looking for 220, exactly halfway there. 9 minutes into the live stream. I think it's going to take a little bit longer to get through the second half of that particular total. But there we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Lots of sequences going on. Oh, have a look out for when it says 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if we get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we would have hit the goal. So let's see if we can do that. Actually get a sequence of Phil Jam number 123 and a likeometer of 456. Struggling just to count. It's been like that recently, I think, just with everything being so busy. And yeah, recently I was even questioning which live stream it was, whether it's a Tuesday or a Saturday, because one day is just rolling into the next now with lots of things going on. But anyway, let's get the donations tab up on screen as well, as we normally do, because as I always say, you don't have to donate. Just watching is fantastic. Maybe hitting the thumbs up. Introduce yourself into that live stream as well, because then we can all get to know each other and get to know each other's usernames, and occasionally see you guys if you're modeling any merchandise and you want to head over to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. Then you can join in with that group, and then yeah, if you've got some merch, and by the way, if you want to get your hands on any of the merch, such as the Wings of Pegasus mug, which I've just plugged, so a quick plug of the mug. But if you want to get your hands on any merchandise, then there's a tray underneath this video. If there's not a tray underneath this video, then there's a link in the description below that will take you through to the spring.com store, and you can check out the hoodies, t-shirts, all that cool stuff. So if you want to model any of your merchandise, head over to that Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. And I think tonight, in fact, I know that there's going to be a Zoom call over there with the members of that particular group. So if you guys want to join in with a Zoom call tonight with members of the Wings of Pegasus supporters group on Facebook, then head over to that page and join in. So let me just read out actually the message that I've got from Laura in my Facebook message thing from the Wings of Pegasus Facebook page. And this is the other thing about Facebook. I don't really use Facebook apart from the Wings of Pegasus page, the official Wings of Pegasus page. So that's where I get messages sent through too. So thank you for this, Laura. And the message from Vince is, everyone, let's do a Zoom call after Saturday's live stream. On Saturday, I'll post a Zoom call here in this post and also in the after party post. Sorry, it's been so long since we did one. So there you go. That's what Vince is going to be doing after tonight's live stream, and that will be on the Wings of Pegasus supporters group on Facebook. So that's a separate page to my official Wings of Pegasus page, because that's my actual kind of page where I answer messages and stuff. So the supporters group page, head over there for that particular Zoom call tonight. Right, I know that there have been messages and donations already during tonight. Of course, there have been messages, lots of comments going through that live chat room. So thank you guys for interacting with each other and just building the community in there, because it's great to interact with you guys in a live setting during the live streams on a Tuesday and a Saturday, 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. By the way, we still haven't changed our clocks yet. I believe it's next week that's going to be happening. Maybe, unless it's tonight. I'll have to... And somebody has told me, I know that maybe more than one person's told me, but I just don't remember these things. I kind of read something and I'll think, oh, right, that's good to know. I'll make a mental note of that. And then I'll start reading or something else or getting into something else. And that bit of information, I think it's just because it must be an age thing. The piece of information that I wanted to remember now gets pushed out the way by the stuff that I'm working on. And then I always forget when the clocks change. But anyway, yeah, I always say check Google time in London, England, to know what time it is here, so that you know when I'm going to be live according to your own time zone. Right, let's get into these donations, because Paul donated $5. Thank you for that, Paul. And Chumley says UK does it on the last Sunday of March. So 31 days in March, with the 23rd, 24th. So it must be literally the last day of the month that we change. So thank you for that, Chumley. And Vince just backed that up, saying the time change there is on 31st of March. So thank you guys for clearing that up. It'll be next week, but the clocks change. I think it's something like 2 in the morning normally. So it will still be technically this time next week as well. But anyway, we'll get there when we get there. So thank you, Paul, for that donation. And the $5 donation had a message with it and said 352,000 subscribers. Awesome. Let's have fun tonight and spike those likes, all y'all. So thank you for that, Paul, and reminding me that, yes, I did change it. We have now hit 352,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing, hitting the notification bell, all of that cool stuff. You will need to hit that bell to get notified for the live streams and every single video that gets released. So yeah, make sure you do that. There might even be a little box to get notified for things as well. But yes, if you don't do that, then YouTube has a habit of not telling subscribers about a video. So that let me just get rid of that. But yeah, great to have a 352,000, crazy number. We'll keep on pushing forward and see where we end up. But yeah, YouTube seems to have a habit of not telling everybody who is actually subscribed that there's a new video out, or multiple videos out. And yeah, I have had messages in the past from somebody saying, "Great to see you're back on YouTube," and I've never left. So it's always 3 videos a week and 2 live streams ad infinitum. So yeah, I haven't gone anywhere, but obviously YouTube's getting a little bit lazy with the notifications. So make sure you hit that notification bell to be involved with everything. Right, Orlando's donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Orlando. And the message is, I agree with Paul. Spike the likes. Let's have fun. So thank you for that, Orlando. And Jan has donated 20 Norwegian kroner. So thank you for that, Jan. And that is a straight up donation. And I'm just seeing, it's gone through, but I think I was tagged in another comment in the live chat room, but it's gone through the top of the screen, so I can't see it anymore. There have been donations over on PayPal as well. Thank you guys for these. And Let me mention about the donations that you don't have to make. I know that some people can't resist donating, so thank you guys for that. It is very much appreciated, but by far not a necessity. Just tuning in is great, so thank you for that. And the donations over on PayPal. PayPal takes between 3 and 5% of each donation, and YouTube takes between 40 and 65% of each donation through the super chat window, just so you guys know, for those that can't resist donating. So yes, thank you for the donations on PayPal. I'm actually going to go back to as I always do, the first one to come in after the last live stream, which was literally 20 minutes after we finished, and it was Lisa who donated £5 and said, great show on Tuesday's live stream. So thank you for that, Lisa. And that was Lisa W, by the way. I know that we have the surnames of the Lisas, because there were a few Lisas. This is Lisa W. And we had another donation. This is from Lenke Gabriella, or Gabriella. Lenke or Lenkai. It's EI at the end. So I'm not sure if I'm ever getting that right, but thank you for this. And whether Gabriella seems like probably a more likely first name, but thank you for this donation, Gabriella, and it is $15, and it is a straight up donation. So thank you for that. And Susan has donated £50 as well. So thank you, Susan, over on PayPal. And that was at 59 minutes past 2 on Thursday afternoon. So yes, thank you, Susan, for that very kind donation. It is a straight up donation as well. No message with that. But moving on, we have another donation coming in from Catherine for £20. So thank you for that, Catherine. And that was a straight up donation again. And that was at 54 minutes past 4 on Thursday afternoon. So thank you for that. And Julian has... Oh, this is something I've got to mention. Julian has paid £9.99. And this is through my website. And what I did and because I've been so busy, I didn't remove this page after I added this page to my website. So what happened was, I was in the process of setting up, and I'm still doing lots of work on this thing behind the scenes. It's taking me a lot of time, but I was setting up something to independently verify performances. And on my channel, which you probably know by now, I've done various analysis videos where I'm pointing out either auto-tune and pitch correction. So it was just a page set up that I then asked my patrons to have a look at, and what they thought of it, any advice, that kind of thing. And I put on the price, an example price of £9.99. So that was just something for people to look at, and it didn't mean that I'm now launching a business and the product costs £9.99. So Julian has ordered one of those because it was still on my website. So, and I'm not sure whether Julian has seen my post on Patreon about it, but on Patreon then lots of people messaged, and thank you guys for that, on feedback about how much that I should charge for it and all that kind of stuff. But I've then kind of moved on, or should I say, I've moved on with the process, with all of the feedback about trademarking and all that kind of stuff, because what I'm going to be working towards is having something that is copyright and trademarked and registered trademark. So it means that I will be working as a business entity that has something that can't be copied, so that once a particular performance or anything has been verified by what I'm doing, then somebody can't just pretend that it has been verified when actually it hasn't, because then they would be breaking the law by using the particular logo that I've designed. So yeah, that's what I'm working on behind the scenes, and lots of other stuff as well, which I did mention. I mean, it was a bit cryptic over on Patreon. There's something that I'm working on at the moment and have worked on and had to do. It was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was maybe Thursday. But yeah, that's something that I've been contacted about, that meant that I had to effectively do one of those verifications for somebody who was asking it of me on behalf of an organization. And yeah, it was, I mean, it's great. I can't say anything about it, but as soon as I can, I will let you all know over on Patreon about all of that. And that's why I'm really busy anyway, but now kind of double busy because I've got kind of just another project that popped up from nowhere earlier this week. So yeah, had to get a lot done. But yeah, thank you for that, Julian. So I did actually email Julian saying that, that was just an example. It wasn't to actually order something. So I have asked for Julian's details to then obviously refund that $9.99 because it's something that I haven't set up all of the things that need to be in place copyright wise to then complete the process and make it safe and something that people can't imitate or use a logo, for example, without without permission. It's going to be only me that can say that things are as they sound or things are what I say they are. So if somebody's listening to something and it is auto-tuned or pitch corrected, then you'll know that it is me that has looked at it and has verified it. So anyway, thank you for that, Julian. And we'll, if you're watching this live stream, if you could email me, message me on Patreon, because I know that you're a patron. Just send me a personal message. I've messaged you on there, or you can email me at wingsofpegasus @hotmail.com. That's the email address. So anyway, thank you for that, Julian. And we've had another donation. This is from Roderick for £3. So thank you for that, Roderick. And then Cindy has donated £30 as well. Thank you for that, Cindy. And the message is, interesting copyright discussion in the tokens video. Did you ever hear anything back from Sony on your copyright claims question from December? So thank you for that. And well, the problem is that this whole copyright thing that I mentioned at the end of last year, because I think there might be third-party companies that are registering cover videos as their own original work and therefore getting ad revenue for it, when in fact the ad revenue should go to the copyright owner of the person that wrote the song. But with that, I called, I let them know. I don't think I was talking to anybody high up, in the hierarchy of Sony. So they've been made aware of it, but I think it's one of those things that they're just going to say, oh, thanks for that, and then they're not really going to be too bothered about it. It would take active pursual or pushing by me to tell them to investigate it, because I think especially somebody lower down the ladder who I was probably talking to, they don't understand how much money is involved if there is indeed a third-party company claiming that cover videos are new original works, because we would literally be talking millions, maybe tens of millions of pounds of ad revenue. YouTube made profits of 20 billion. It might have even been more than that, something like that last year. And the vast majority of that is going to be music, because everyone goes to YouTube to listen to music, and then the ad revenue made from music, people watching on YouTube. So even just taking a tiny percentage of that, 20 plus billion pounds, it's going to be millions, if not tens of millions, that record labels are missing out on. But again, I've dealt with record labels in the past, and they're not the most reliable or hardworking of people. I remember once I called at 2 PM on a Friday, and they'd already left. They'd said, oh, hi, and they'd say our working hours are between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday. No, they're not, because you're not there anymore, and it's 2 PM. So this is the problem, that if I were working for them, I would pursue this, because I would say to the record label, can I have maybe 1% of whatever the final figure is that we then realize we are owed over the last however many years, because if it's tens of millions of pounds, then 1% is quite good, or 10% is even better. But it's going to have to take somebody actually actively pushing it, and I'm not going to do that for the record label, even though it is something that I think is actually happening from what I can see in the investigations that I've done. But now, I've got so much going on that I haven't got time to spend on that. I need to kind of concentrate on what I'm doing with this project that's just popped up, and this other thing, setting up the trademarking, all that kind of stuff. So thank you for that, Cindy. And Sharon has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Sharon. And that is a straight up donation. So thank you, Nicole as well, who has donated £20. And the message is, hello Phil, another Saturday joy. Jump to England towards you and enjoy your company. Greetings from France and from Spain, because I am both. Have a good weekend, Phil. Kiss and rock always. Peace on all. So thank you for that, Nicole. And that was made at 23 minutes past 7 this morning. So we are getting a little bit more up to date. Diane has donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Diane. And that is a straight up donation. And Vera has donated £3.79. So thank you for that, Vera. And Vera says, Phil, I want to express my appreciation to this wonderful community of people. Thank each and every one of these caring wingers who have reached out to me with condolences and encouragement during this difficult time. Phil, I am thanking you also for taking the time from your super busy schedule to reach out to me with words of kindness and compassion. I treasure each of you. I will be back with you as soon as I'm able to. I'm just trying to learn how to walk this world alone now. Love you all. So thank you for that, Vera. And yes, I think everybody's thoughts and well wishes are going in Vera's direction, following some very sad news and a very difficult time that Vera's going through at the moment. And thank you everyone, not only on the supporters page over on Facebook, but during the live streams as well, and over on Patreon. And a lot of people have expressed their condolences to Vera, and we all hope that things can improve as much as they can do in a very difficult situation. So thank you, Vera, for that message. So moving on, we've had another donation from Dawn. So thank you for this, Dawn, and it's for £7.57. So thank you for that, Dawn, and that is a straight up donation. And Melinda has donated £25 as well. So thank you for that, Melinda. And that is a straight up donation as well. We're getting quite a few straight up donations, which is fine. There's a message with this one from Tammy for £10. So thank you for that, Tammy. The message is, hi Phil, congratulations on hitting 352,000 subscribers. Imagine being able to achieve all of your guitar playing goals. What would that be like? Rock. So thank you for that, Tammy. And I don't know, my goal on the guitar was always to be able to play what I was thinking of and kind of sing through the guitar, because I couldn't sing. And then when I learned to sing, obviously then I could sing a little bit better. But I was always at the point of trying to recreate the melodies, because I knew that I could sing along with things. So in my head, if I listened to a song, I could sing the song in my head. I knew how it went and I knew where the notes were. So I thought, well, how can I get all of these notes that I've got in my head, on the guitar? So that's all I really worked at, was trying to make that connection to kind of singing those notes in my head and getting them to go through the guitar. So that was my goal. And I know that lots of different people have got lots of different goals, and some people have different things that they want to work on. I think if there was something that I really wanted to do, by now in my playing career I would have learned to do it, because I'm that way inclined. If I can't do something and I really want to do something, then I learn to do it. So I think I got to a point with my guitar playing where I felt, well, my speed, the playing, I think, well, it's fast enough for me. I can't think of notes quicker than that. So what's the point of me learning to play quicker than I can think? And I know that some people, like to do that a lot, and some people just like to play fast, and it's not necessarily a conscious thing. They love just playing without kind of coming up with the notes, but just playing through notes of a scale and playing through arpeggios, which is absolutely fine. And it's something that I remember on it was an instructional video, and it's Paul Gilbert, and he was he was playing his guitar with what was it? It was a drill, and he had a power drill, and he put a pick on the end of the power drill so that it was, obviously rotating very quickly, and he held it at the guitar so that it was effectively alternate picking faster than you probably could do, just trying to do it like a human. But yeah, doing it with this power drill, he was doing that. So he was playing the notes, and he kind of played something, and then when he stopped, he went, "Oh, that is beautiful, beautiful music." And I thought, oh, I didn't get anything from that. It's, just hearing notes being played really quickly with one note after the next. For him, that registered as beautiful. But for me, I couldn't find any context to it. It didn't hit me as beautiful. It was just lots of notes in a row, and I couldn't really focus on what, it didn't, register emotionally with me. And that's the difference. I think you just work on the techniques that you get stuff from. That when you listen to a particular guitarist and you feel something from their playing, as a player yourself, having that influence, you then try to work at techniques that do something to you yourself, because you want to express yourself musically. You don't want it to just be like a robot or just copy somebody else exactly. You want to work at techniques, and then, like I was saying, get your ideas out of the guitar once you've got your techniques down. So yeah, that was it. Everybody's different. So yeah, I wouldn't say that there's anything that I feel I really want to practice or get good at or better at for my own playing. Artistically, I'm absolutely fine where I am. And yeah, again, I know that a lot of people just like to work at lots and lots of different techniques, and I don't know whether that's because they play lots of cover videos and want to do lots of different techniques. But then again, I've done lots of cover videos, but I find that all the techniques that I've worked at can cross over to those. So yeah, I have worked at quite a few techniques to cover a lot of bases in terms of expression and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's nothing that I think, like sweep picking, for example. I've learned to do it to a point, but I think, well, I'm not going to use it. I know I'm not going to use it because I know I physically cannot. Nobody can think of, say, 10 to 15 notes a second. You can't sing that. You can't think of that. All you can do is tell your muscle memory, right, go through this sequence, and then it will play those notes. And those notes are all irrelevant to your creativeness, or creativity. Creativeness. It's just a subconscious thing that you'll throw in for a bit of light and shade in your solos. So I still don't find the need to kind of play an arpeggio, because you've already got the chord underneath. So why just play the notes of a chord? Why don't you play a melody? That's kind of what I go for. But anyway, thank you for that, Tammy. And Debbie has donated £10. Thank you for that, Debbie. The message is, "Hi Phil, congrats on 352,000 subscribers. I really enjoyed the tokens video analysis. Loved seeing part of the older original version too. You're awesome. Love you, Debbie." So thank you for that. And yeah, it was a bit of a history / analysis last night with that video. Yeah, due to the whole copyright thing that was included. So I thought I had to mention that because it's quite important. The fact that the person that came up with the original song and melody was totally cut out of the royalties. Up until 2004 was the court case. 2006 was then when the estate actually got an agreement to, I think they decided to put it in a trust, all of the royalties. But yeah, thinking of the money that people must have made from The Lion King and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, ridiculous really, but thank you. That's the music industry. Thank you, Debbie, for that. And Andre has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Andre. And the message is, "Here's 1 for a pint on me. So thank you for that. And yeah, I'll have a pint of water, maybe. I don't drink, just because I don't like the taste of alcohol. But even a pint of water is a lot. If you said, this is the thing about drinking alcohol. If you said to somebody, right, drink a pint of water. In everyday life, somebody say, oh, that's a lot of water. I probably don't, most people probably don't drink a pint of water a day. But say, there you go, drink a pint. And you go, oh, no, it's too much. But then they'll drink a pint of lager or a pint of beer, which is just massively more calorific. And yeah, I mean, if people like the taste, then yeah, maybe it's because I don't like the taste. I think drinking a pint of that I could never do. Or I have done in the past, but I don't know. I think my stomach is used to just drinking in... not at pints at a time, just at maybe 200 to 300 millilitres every kind of, hour or something like that. Or maybe not even that. If you're talking about 2 or 3 litres a day, let's say 2 litres a day, that's 200 millilitres, which is 10... That'll be... you've got to drink 200 millilitres 10 times a day. So I guess if you're up for... Oh, I don't know. This is way beyond my maths, but it's going to work out as something like 300 millilitres every hour if you sleep a lot. So anyway, yeah, a pint. Thank you for that, Andre. But yeah, I'll have a pint of maybe orange squash. I quite like orange squash. I think, yeah, a pint of juice is too much because juice obviously has a lot of natural sugar in it. So, yeah, I tend to just have like a shot of grape juice or orange juice if ever I'm having that. But thank you, Andre, for that. And Kelly has donated £20 as well. Thank you for that, Kelly. And the message is donation. So, yeah, thank you, Kelly. And Edward has donated £15 and 15 pence. So thank you for that, Edward. And the message is more Steve Perry, please. And left message about his speaking voice on stage and off. So thank you for that, Edward. And Colin has donated £15. Thank you for that, Colin. And the message is congrats on 352,000 and thanks for all the analysis. Have you ever looked at any of Lawrence's acoustic-ish videos? I don't hear any pitch correction there, hopefully. So thank you for that, Colin. And if you do have a particular video that you want me to take a look at, because a lot of people do ask me, have I looked at this artist? Have I looked at that artist? But generally how it works is somebody will message me with a specific video, either song or performance that they want me to look at, and then I'll just click on the link and I'll take a look at it, and then that'll be the subject of an analysis video. So yeah, if there's any videos in particular that you want me to check out, any performances, then yeah, just let me know. Send a message, and again, you can either do that through wingsofpegasus.com, and there's a contact form on there, or you can email wingsofpegasus@hotmail.com. They'll all get to me. So thank you for that, Colin. And Gabrielle has donated £11 and 13 pence. So thank you for that. And the message is another great Phil Jam. I was just checking the time because have I invented a time machine and I've now gone backwards to earlier in the live stream? We haven't had the Phil Jam yet, but thank you for that, Gabrielle. As maybe she's just predicting that it's going to be great. And I think it's much too early to say that it might be an absolute disaster. But thank you. And this is the thing, because of the Phil Jams, Joe sends me a message, and yeah, the thing is, we're so far in the messages, I don't know where the original list is anymore. So I really do rely on Joe actually sending me a link to one of the backing tracks. So I can see that Joe has done that on Patreon. So thank you for that, Joe, number 123. So yeah, he sends me the link. I click on the link and we just see what it is. So it could be a disaster because it's not a pre-rehearsed lead that I've worked out. It is just trying to sing through the guitar, and the levels. That's the other thing, because it's always random, and sometimes backing tracks, they're louder and then they're quieter. So yeah, we kind of have to work at the levels as well. That could be a disaster. But thank you, Anne, for the optimism for tonight's Phil Jam. If we make it, we are looking for 33 more people to hit that thumbs up. So if you could do that, that would be much appreciated, to then ensure that we have a Phil Jam at the end of tonight's live stream. The Phil Jam is going to be 5 minutes and 23 seconds in length, so a relatively short one tonight, which means we are approaching quarter to midnight, which means that we still have time for, I think, a quick visit to Troll Corner, obviously the cover video as well, and maybe the Phil Jam, and we'll see if we've got time for anything else, like maybe a riff of the week or a Phil tune. Right, so thank you for that, Gabrielle. And I think that's only just come in, so we are up to date there now on PayPal. So having mentioned Troll Corner, let's get into Troll Corner. And before I do, Orlando says we are so close and has donated $2. Thank you for that. And continues, spike the likes with lots of thumbs up. So thank you for that, Orlando. And what I'm doing is, I've got this comment on my phone, because whenever we go into Troll Corner or whenever we do a live stream, I can never remember what people have messaged, because I don't get a lot of trolls, fortunately. But I've now got it ready, so I'll see you guys in a second.
Oh, hello.
And technically 6 seconds that intro takes. Right, so this is this is actually quite a recent comment. So I don't think we've had a lot of trolls over the last few days, but this is somebody saying, what does expression have to do with pitch? Seriously, pitch is objective. It's either, and he says your own, but he means it's either you're on or you're not. Expression, subjective. I don't get you, bro. So there you go. There's the comment for tonight's Troll Corner. And I did respond to this person, and I haven't got the response, but I'll tell you what I responded. He's saying that expression has nothing to do with pitch. I said, first of all, the first example was, if you've ever watched Doctor Who and you've seen the Daleks, all they do is go, exterminate, exterminate. They they hit the same pitch all the time. And I said, if you hadn't seen that, I gave another example, that think of a computer just talking at the same level all the time. On one level, that it sounds like, or a robot. It sounds like a robot because there's no expression. The pitch doesn't change. And another example that I could have given, but I'll give to you guys on the live stream. Sometimes you do get people who talk like this, where it's not like this, because I move my pitch quite a lot. You can hear it going up and down. But you get some people who talk like this, and it's very monotone, and it sounds like they're just always in the same place with their pitch. And no matter what you say on this pitch, if I say, wow, I'm so excited, I can't believe it, wow, I'm beside myself, you don't really appreciate the emotion in that voice. That I can't believe it, I'm beside myself. When somebody is genuinely excited, you will get change in pitch, because that is relaying emotion to you. Oh, I know what I said as well at the end. I said, have you ever heard a female scream at a low pitch? Because the height of the pitch, or the height of the note, or the frequency of the note, determines the expression. Like if I went now, it sounds like I'm at the dentist. That you're not going to panic hearing that. If somebody did that, and it's like an emergency situation, and somebody went you'd go, you think that they're just opening their mouth and having their tonsils examined, or having a tooth removed. I don't know. I don't think you have your tonsils examined at the dentist. That's something that they probably do at a hospital if they're going to remove them. But anyway, there's the example. So a scream, the pitch gives you the expression, and the expression, hence the pitch, but the expression of the noise that we're hearing determines how we interpret that noise. A scream is high pitched, like a baby crying. It's high pitched, so we take notice of that. It's like when somebody shouts in your face, they're not going, like, if I'm angry at somebody, it doesn't really happen, but if I'm angry at somebody and I get in their face and start shouting, I don't go, I can't believe that you just did that. Right, I'm really angry now. I don't go lower than I talk. You'll always go higher, because that's naturally what happens with the voice, with emotion and expression. It changes pitch. So I tried to explain it to that person. Whether they understood or not, I have no idea, but all I can do is try and explain it in the clearest terms possible. So I'm hoping that they maybe got the idea with the scream there, because that's quite a good example. And when you hear it, you get an instant emotional reaction to it. It's almost like a shock, because it has hit you emotionally in a different place because of the pitch. So anyway, and the expression, of course, that pitch then gives to that particular noise. Right, that is it for Troll Corner tonight, so I'll see you guys in 6 seconds.
Bye-bye.
So, now having a look at the likeometer, it looks like we have hit the likes goal for tonight of 440. This is where I say, first of all, thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up. It's massively appreciated, and means that we've got a new record for a Saturday night live stream, which means we need everybody to tune in next week in order to try and get a new record again, because that record is then going to be set at 445 next week. So yeah, we need everybody to return, but thank you guys who have made it tonight to hit the target, but hitting that thumbs up, that is fantastic. If you're watching this in the future on catch up, as I think Gabrielle has done, saying another great Phil Jam, thank you for tuning in after the fact. I know that there are a lot of people that are part of the catch-up crew, so hello to you guys. You can keep on hitting that thumbs up. It really does help the channel to grow and for this live stream to get out there a little bit more. Right, we will be jumping into, I think, Don't Slow Down. It looks like it's quite close in that vote. Maybe, 53% of the vote for Don't Slow Down. So a little bit of Mr. And I can see Annika says next Sunday is Easter. So thank you for that, Annika. Is it Easter? I'm not sure it is or not. I thought Easter was in April. So I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know whether Easter is different in different countries. It doesn't seem like it should be. Right, let me see. Easter. Oh, Easter Sunday. It is the 31st of March. Let me just click on that and make sure. So that's going to... I thought that it was going to be in April. It's usually in April because it's my birthday in April, and I just know it being close to my birthday. So it looks like I'm going to get a little bit of gap between the chocolate of having an Easter egg, just one Easter egg, on the 31st of March, and then a little bit of a break before maybe another treat for the birthday. Who knows? So yes, thank you for that. And I always say, I make a mental note of that, but as I already said on tonight's live stream, my mental notes aren't very sticky. You know those sticky notes that you put on places and then they fly away. So yeah, it doesn't really work in my brain, unfortunately, but thank you for letting me know, Annika. Right, I think Annika said something else, but again, it's gone through the top of the screen. Let's get into tonight's live stream cover. Of course, we're already in the live stream, but this is Don't Slow Down, and it's because it was so close, it could have swapped, but I think it is. Rose says, don't try for a record on Easter. We try for a record all the time. So, yeah, if it just so happens to be Easter, then that is it. Maybe I'll call it an Easter live stream, not that there's going to be any difference from any other live stream, and then people might tune in thinking that I'm dressed as an Easter bunny or something, which isn't going to happen because I don't have... well, it wouldn't happen anyway, even if I had an Easter bunny costume, but then why would I have one of those? Maybe I get one of my nephews along dressed up as way past their bedtime. But anyway, yes, we're going to be having a look at Don't Slow Down, a little bit of Mr. for tonight. Obviously my version of the Mr. Classic. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you after. Rock! And there we have it, my version of Mr.'s Don't Slow Down. So we have probably time, because we haven't got a picture corner tonight, we have a little bit of extra time, maybe 5 minutes to do something else in tonight's live stream. So again, I'm looking to you guys in the live chat room whether we're going to have a fill tune or a riff of the week. So let me know as to what you want to jump into. And just by the way, Robert has donated £75.73 over on PayPal through the PayPal window. Thank you guys for the donations, but thank you, Robert, for this donation. And as I always say, guys, if you do accidentally donate too much, then we can sort it out on PayPal if it is a PayPal donation. Last time on the live stream, I did mention about YouTube, because they take 40 to 65%. That is potentially 65% of the donation disappears instantly as soon as you press the button. So there's not a lot I can do about that. But through PayPal, we can just do a refund and sort it out. But thank you, Robert, for that donation. So have a look at what's going on here. We've got fill tune, riff, fill tune, Parisian Walkways, riff, fill tune, riff, fill tune, riff, fill tune, riff. Okay, right, so it seems like it's just 50-50. So we're going to do a fill tune because last time we did a riff when everyone was calling out for about 50-50 again. So for this, I will go over to Patreon and see if anybody requested a particular fill tune. We have, Janice said the Italian, and then fill tune, Teresa, but without designating a particular one. Barbara says fireworks, and then the Italian from Tammy. That's 2 for the Italian, and those are all the comments that I can see at the moment. I should probably refresh the screen, but thank you for that. We will jump into the Italian fill tune. And by the way, if you don't know what this is, I always think people joining in with a live stream and they're seeing a cartoon, they'll think, what is this all about? So these are real life stories. So my career as a musician, this is something that has happened. As outrageous as it seems, this has actually happened to me. A direct conversion of a real life scenario into cartoon form. So yes, here we go. This is one of my real life stories, or fill tunes as they're now called, but we'll jump into the one called The Italian. If I can find it, here it is. I'll see you guys after this. Rock!
That sounds absolutely excellent. We'll get the next train down and meet you at the Fox.
What the heck was that all about?
That was the excellent Italian drummer we were hoping to hear from. He loves our songs and can't wait to meet. He's really keen. We're going to London tonight to meet at the Intrepid Fox. We'll get the train. He said he definitely wants the drummer position in the band.
Ruddy heck, that is awesome. Finally, someone keen enough to meet and get things rolling.
I am amazed at how empty this carriage is. It must be a lucky day.
Yes, this is very rare. Normally I would not know where to look and have somebody sneezing and coughing in my face.
Not to mention, of course, the regulation bum guff released into the airtight carriage, making breathing impossible. I'm actually really looking forward to tonight. I think this guy could be the guy we need. From what I've heard, he really wants to be in the band.
Finally, it seems our luck is changing.
I definitely think this was a fantastic use of my last £15 of the month. I don't mind being skinned if it means we have a decent drummer.
Yes, I'm certain he will appreciate us spending £15 each and taking this 2-hour train journey to meet with him.
Precisely. Imagine if this was all for nothing. Ha ha ha. That would be so funny, I would probably guff my own bum.
Ha ha ha, yes indeed. From what he has said, there is no way this could ever end in a clap to the face.
We must be nearly there, as the people are starting to stare at us less and also the women are becoming more attractive.
Yes, you are correct. Here we are. Remember to try to avoid eye contact with the busker just in case. Here we are. I am so excited. I've been waiting for this day all my life, in a way.
I suggest you keep talk like that to a minimum around here. You sound like a hormone sensual, not a metal. Rock death voodoo punk of death. Let's go inside. Wowzers. Heck, this place looks a lot more realistic on the outside.
Hey there guys, you are looking for me. I think I want to say. Are you Phil?
Yes, I am. I recognize that Italian accent. You must be Alessandro.
That is not an Italian accent.
Shut your guff trap, you're breaking the illusion. Right, let's get a proverbial beverage and talk band business.
Sounds good to me.
Well guys, we certainly are having a great luck. And getting on like fantastic chums. I like the vibe we are producing with our verbal interactions.
Can I just say guys, you are amazing. And I would love to join the band. I'm in this for the big time. Whatever it takes.
It's only been 10 minutes but I think we all want to move in the same direction and get this show on the road.
We've been searching so long, but finally it has paid off. I think there are some great times ahead.
Oh, do shut up. I'm seriously starting to worry about you. Now, let's talk business. Shall we get a rehearsal booked for say 2 weeks' time?
Well, in 2 weeks I'm heading back to Italy. So, that is not too good for me.
Absolutely no problem. When are you back from Italy? We'll organize it for that week.
Yes, the problem is I'm not sure I'm coming back to England.
Ha ha ha. I hope to heck that you are pulling on my proverbials.
No, I'm serious. It is unlikely I'll be coming back.
Heck. Are you actually demented in the head? How the absolute guff are you going to gig with us when you are in a different country?
Oh yes, I can see that will be a problem. I hope I haven't wasted your time.
Oh no, not at all. We love to travel for 2 hours on the train, spending our money on train tickets and a beer for you, just for you to frig us in the guff, right? Well, we are going to leave now for the 2-hour journey back home. I sincerely do hope you get home safely to your flat just around the corner. Come on, let's get the guffing heck out of this vicinity before I lose my temper and tell him to frigging naff off back to Italy.
It's lucky it's all on film, or else nobody would ever believe this actually happened. Unbelievable.
What an absolute waste of time and money. To top it all, I had to spend my last 30 pence at the Paddington toilets. What a rip-off. I can't believe he spun me that guff about wanting to make it big with us. This is the worst day of my life.
And there we have it. That was the Italian real life story. I did see some comments going through saying about, or quoting, the rock voodoo punk of death thing from the Phil tune, and this is in relation to the Intrepid Fox. I don't know whether people might be watching this from the UK, but if you are from the UK and you've been to London or you live in London, then you might know or have known of the Intrepid Fox, and it's just a kind of, I'd say rock club, but not really. It was, I'd say, more metal and heavier forms of metal pubs. So they'd always have some kind of either heavy metal or, you know, death metal, something like that going. I was going to say on the jukebox, but yeah, you know what I mean. There wasn't a jukebox with it just playing in the pub, but you got kind of proper metalers in there, like, you know, shaven head and, you know, big leather jackets and all that kind of stuff there. So it's myself and Griff, who you guys will know, long-time viewers. We would go out on a Friday night, and we'd usually go to places that had the rock vibe to them, and this is just one of those pubs that we went to. But we were very much on the lighter side because of the hair that we had. It was we were more classic rock, hard rock, rather than heavy metal. So that's why I put that quote in there about being a rock voodoo punk of death, because you can't go into that kind of place, that environment, and not try and be as metal as possible. So yeah. But then I'm just thinking of the character in that Phil tune. I think the Italian guy comes in with a hoodie and like trainers on. You definitely wouldn't see anybody wearing that at the Intrepid Fox. So anyway, Orlando has donated $5. Thank you for that. And the message is, was he actually an Italian, or was he really a non-Italian living in Italy? No, he was an actual Italian. So it is accurate, the Phil tune. The only problem is that on the cartoon software, or getting, at the time that I made those cartoons, getting a voice that was somebody speaking English with an Italian accent, it didn't exist. So I had to try and choose another voice and then type it in an Italian kind of way. So that's why I said in that to my bandmate that you're ruining the illusion. It's because, or breaking the illusion, because there wasn't a voice that existed that I could make him sound Italian. So anyway, thank you for that, Orlando. Right, we are going to be jumping into the Phil Jam for tonight. What do I have to do? I have to juggle about 20 things. First of all, let's do that and that. So, right. And when I say that and that, that is now microphone on, guitar, pedal is engaged, and let me click on this link.
Over 50,000.
And we have an advert here, so let me wait for this to play through. Right, this is coming from Erto Sound, ERTO Sound, and this is on YouTube, of course, and it's emotional pop, rock, piano, in D, backing track, romantic ballad. So, right, let's have a click on this. Now, as for the levels, you guys know. Yeah. We don't know what it's going to sound like, so I'm going to keep an eye on the live chat room and let me know what the levels are what they sound like, and then I can change them, or attempt to. Okay, I've started the track, but it's quiet. I think. Does it have anything at the beginning? Oh, here we go. It's just a massive delay. I thought I wasn't getting any sound. Hear this? Oh, zoom out. There we go. I might actually take a little bit off this because it kind of sounds like just piano, unless it's going to get heavier. I do not know. For a key change there, but it didn't. Joe says turn up a bit or pick harder. We'll try a bit of wah wah. Oh, I think we're going to end. And random key change at the end. But there we go. That's what can happen sometimes. I don't know, you know, we managed to kind of flow with that ending. Luckily, I was in a place where I could manipulate what I was playing to end with it. But yeah, random ending, changing of key. But there we go. That was tonight's Phil Jam. So thank you, Joe, for sending that one my way. Again, the levels, we just kind of had to work our way through it. I can't hear the levels here, so I have to rely on what you guys are saying. But hopefully it was all right. Maybe the clean, because I was I was playing dynamically, but maybe that wasn't very good because playing quietly, maybe you couldn't hear my notes. But anyway, it is what it is. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Tutorial Porco's donated $5. Thank you for that in that super chat window. And the message is, you could have made your own Spinal Tap movie with your Phil Toon stories. So yes, I could. And this is something that when I saw the Life on the Road movie, which was David Brent and The Office that we had here in the UK, and I know that there's a US office, and when I saw the US office, I only watched the first episode. I thought, oh, it's not very good. But then I tried watching it again, and now I realise that it's not just the same as the UK office, but in the USA. But the US office actually has like different characters and stuff. So yeah, once I knew that, I started watching it. So yeah, I'm a bit of a fan of the US office as well as the UK office. But anyway, this David Brent Life on the Road movie, I thought throughout that there are so many things that happens in that movie where he's trying to kind of make it comedic about, you know, trying to chase his dream of being a musician, all that kind of stuff. But the gigs that he's playing on stage, and you know, I think those aren't the gigs that you do when you're trying to make it. You do gigs that I've got on my Phil Tunes where you're playing in front of a toilet and somebody has to walk through your performance in order to go to the toilet, and then another person coming out of the toilet has to wait for them, and then they kind of get around each other, and the drummer's saying, oh, what are you doing? Say, oh, we're just going to the toilet. So, well, we're in the middle of a song here. So yeah, that's the real scenario. So yeah, Ricky Gervais should have come to me for stories or sketches about trying to make it as a musician, because yeah, I could probably fill a 2-hour movie with those just back to back going through them. But yeah, so he kind of missed out on all of the normal gigs that you do and went right up to where you're now playing on a big stage, which, you know, doesn't happen. I mean, doesn't happen to most people ever, but you know, it takes quite a long time to get to that point where you are playing, you know, in larger venues. So anyway, yeah, thank you for that. Orlando's donated again $2, so thank you, Orlando. And the message is, have a great night, everyone, with a wave. And there's been another donation on PayPal. And this is Kim, who has donated £11.13. So thank you for this, Kim. And the message is, "Hi Phil, it's so nice to be back and to see you again. My goodness, but your channel has grown. Lovely Phil Jam tonight. Thank you for playing for us all. You rock. Hugs from Canada, Kim." So thank you for that, Kim. And we're going to be calling it a day now, bringing things to a close. But like I said, new record for tonight with the likes. So thank you everyone for hitting that thumbs up. And if next week is, well, it is Easter on the Sunday, and I'm now into Sunday here. So technically, this time next week will be Easter Sunday, but we need everybody to try and tune in again, because we're going to be going for a new record next week of 445. We'll see if we can get there. But yes, thank you all for joining tonight, hitting that thumbs up. And all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. And I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!